Hey guys, surprise! I doing a live stream today since it's the last day of 2022. I say, hey, why not do a live stream? You know what I mean? So here I am doing a live stream. Sorry I couldn't do it last night because I went to the movies to go see Avatar Way of Water, and um I know I was supposed to do it with Dylan, but by the time he was doing the live stream, I was still in the movies watching the movie, so I couldn't join the live stream that he did last night neither. But it is what it is. You know how it goes. Um don't um but here I am doing a cool live stream for my last day of 2022. Since I am off today, I was like, let me go ahead and give you guys a cool live stream just to talk about and reflect about 2022. Um but I will say 2022, it has been a wild one to say the least. I can definitely tell you that. Like, holy crap, pop culture is blowing up in bad ways. People are rejecting a lot of this stuff. People are walking away from long running franchises. You love to see it. Honestly, these companies stocks are falling faster than ever. We have an incompetent government as well, and I and I don't know, like the comic book industry is like just exploding right now with nonsense. Like, holy crap, can you guys believe all the BS that we're seeing right now that's going on? But hey, 2023, let's see if we'll get something really cool. I don't know, maybe, who knows for sure. But I just thought it was kind of pretty interesting. Um how everything done kind of happened over all these over this year. Honestly, I can't believe I'm still doing this YouTube thing. Can you even believe that I'm like sitting up here doing a live stream right now and talking about, like, yeah, let's do this live stream, let's still do this YouTube stuff after after all these years, because honestly, I can't believe I'm doing it right now. But hey, it is what it is. um but I am glad that people actually watch the channel. um so it's really kind of cool how we're seeing things happening. We've seen growth, which is pretty crazy because honestly, I didn't think I was going to get past 100 followers on YouTube at all, and Lord knows that I didn't think I was going to interact with people online, do any kind of events, doing live stream at all and stuff like that. So it's really kind of cool to see how everything has grown over all these time. um, but give me 1 second. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Every time I'm doing a live stream, somebody always messaging me or asking me to do something. And there we go. And send. There we go. All right, cool. Yes. And anybody that comes into the stream, how's it going? We're all just hanging out. We're going to just randomly talk about stuff. Oh, by the way, I went to go see Avatar last night. Like I said, Avatar Way of Water, loved it. And I was able to get me these cool glow in the dark cup and bowl that they were celebrating from the movie. And I don't know if any of you guys know, everybody knows that I love me some cups. So y'all already know I had to buy me a cup. I was like, oh yes, I'm getting a cup. And it has like this little water thing where it moves around and it glows and it glows and shines at night or whatever. It's so cool. Then they have a little battery thing on there where you can turn it on and off or whatever. It's so cool. I'm sorry, and it's blue. So if any of you guys know, y'all know I love me the color blue. So I had to hop on that too. So it was blue and I got a cup out of it. Oh yes, you already know I was about to. You already know I was about to get on that. Oh man. Um, but yeah, uh, he but I know I probably should talk it with Dylan about the movie because I know he wanted my opinion on the movie and stuff like that. But I guess we'll have to probably do that one like next week, maybe. I don't know for sure, but we'll have to see how we do everything. But I did want to announce that that with my Instagram thing, I decided to like maybe decided like to maybe turn into like some kind of meme opinion piece page or something like that. Instead of posting the artwork. If I do post artwork, I probably will just post like the AI artwork. I know somebody be like, oh my god, that's so terrible, but it's just like it's a trend. People like it right now, and it's not like I'm selling the AI artwork. I just think it's really cool to post it, just to see what kind of random BS that they can come up with. So that's probably what I'm going to do, instead of focusing on trying to put out art pieces or whatever. Because honestly, I kind of got burnt. I'm kind of burnt out. I don't know if I probably shared that with anybody, but I'm actually kind of burnt out with doing the art pieces or whatever. So I decided, well, shoot, if I got a computer that can just generate art pieces anyway for me, and then hey, why not do that instead of spending all this time drawing. You know what I'm saying? Spending all this time drawing and then posting it on social media or whatever, when I can just let the AI artwork do its magic or whatever. But I will say they are terrible at hand still. Which that is my weakness too. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have I have terrible I have terrible hands too. It's just for some reason them hands are like the most hardest thing ever. I be trying to get them hands in, and I'm just like, I can't do it. Jesus save me. Oh man. Hmm. Oh, hold on. Oh Lord, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Dang it. All right, I'm back. Oh, have you got have you oh Lord, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Have you guys heard about the stuff that was going on with EBS, Comics by Purge, Sean Gordon Murphy, all the Comics Gator and Gene Gentry, like on Twitter? Like, what the hell is going on? And well, Iconic Comics or whatever, like everybody, there are people like upset because some people don't like Ethan, or think that he should have his work done on time. Ethan's attacking them, talking about that they're hating or whatever, they're jealous or something like that. And it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like these people who are in Comicsgate, or whatever, they're starting to become the enemy. They're starting to become the villains almost, if it makes sense. I'm not saying that they are, but they're starting to do the same thing that Marvel and DC people are doing. And then did you hear about the whole thing about Donny Cates um and Grant Morrison not finishing the little thing, and they stole like $22,000 from folks or whatever. And that's like the craziest thing too. Like, people will support dumb shit like that. Y'all keep supporting these comic book artists and writers who don't deliver. And I'm not even just talking about Comicsgate. Um hey RPJ, I'm glad you was able to make it. But my thing is, why are we over here trying to defend these people who are like taking money from folks? Like, it doesn't matter if you're Comicsgate, comic book professional or whatever. If your stuff is late more than past 6 months, people do have the right to get their money back. People do have the right to criticize. People do have the right to talk about you. It really doesn't matter what anyone says. You can't get mad that I have issues with everything that's going on right now, because if it's my money, and I don't like the fact that people are trying to attack people who are criticizing it or people who want their money back. I have every right to ask for my money back. You can't get mad because I want my money back, or because I'm talking about it, and now you want to come on social media and then you want to attack me because you don't like what I got to say. It, it to me, it don't make no sense. It honestly don't. To me, I never quite understood that entire thing. Like, oh, let me attack people because I can't, you know, I can't stand people, you know what I'm saying? Um, who criticize or whatever. Yeah, Butch Hartman's another one too. Um, but my thing is the fact that people are still like giving people money for it. That's the craziest thing. I'm sorry, y'all giving money to these people still. And I'm not saying just what I'm saying, y'all. I'm just talking about in general. I'm not saying that any of you guys who follow probably has or hasn't, because I don't know. I'm just using this as a general reference. Is like, this is ridiculous. It definitely is getting kind of ridiculous on how we're making excuses for these guys. People are literally I don't know, just taking people's money and not paying them back. And then when people are criticizing it, they're in the wrong. I just don't understand that. To me, how can I be wrong for criticizing you for not finishing the promises that you made? And then when somebody criticizes it, you got the people trying to defend it, talking about, oh, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just jealous, you're just mad that you can't draw, blah 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 blah. No, it's not even about that. It's about the fact that as a buying customer, I deserve that right to know where my stuff is coming. And if I backed you and you got enough money and you met your goal, why are you still not delivering? You know what I'm saying? Because, like it or not, y'all can like Young Ripper or not, you can like Eric July or not, but he made the project, he had the book ready, and he distributed it himself, and he was able to get that stuff out less than a year. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for why this man can do it and other people who has been professionally in the industry can't do it. Y'all make it make sense to me, because I'm confused. You let me know. You know what I'm saying? You guys let me know, because I'm just I'm just a little confused on it myself. So you tell me, because I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and let me know, because I don't know. Apparently, I don't know anything at all. Cause Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Work it flossy like I do. Work it flossy like I'm just playing. Oh, and I saw the trailer for the Little Mermaid in on Avatar. Boy, it looks terrible 3D. It looks god awful. You can see everything that's wrong, and I'm like, good God, what is this nonsense? And especially because it was in 3D. I was like, ooh, oh my Lord. And you can see her face. You can definitely see Haley's face, and it is just not appealing to look at. What up, everyone? Thank you for joining. Ebony, Fox, RPJ, Omega, anybody else who's in the chat, thank you for joining. This is just my little random live stream to talk about really crazy things or whatever. And how 2022 is just woo. Oh, did you guys see the well, I don't know if you guys seen it, but I know that they had leaked the promotional toys for the Flash. So far, we only saw the Batwing and we saw Batman and Flash, but we saw Michael Keaton's Batman. And honestly, I just don't care. I really wish I can get excited for the Flash movie, but I could care less. I think it's dumb. I just think that it's a waste of time. Like, how the hell you gonna have a Flash movie and y'all can't y'all can't even do a Flash movie without Batman? Like, what is that? The Flash's first movie, and it's becoming like an ensemble piece or whatever. Like, make it make sense, y'all. Come on now. Just give me an answer. What in the world? How does that work out for me? Like, could you imagine a Superman movie? Like, oh, Superman hasn't had a solo movie ever, and his first solo movie that he's about to have, he's gonna have Batman, he's gonna have Wonder Woman, he's gonna have Flash in it, he's gonna have an alternate reality version of Batman in it, he's gonna have an alternate reality version of Supergirl in it, and you're just like, as a solo movie, as the first movie that he's having. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know how that's gonna work. But like I said before in one of my videos, that I am completely done with the pop culture geek stuff, almost as far as like going and watching, supporting the stuff. I'm just not doing it. Now, if there's some news about it, I'll talk about it, because I know you guys love when I rant about it, because a lot of you guys was a little disappointed that I didn't rant about the Henry Cavill thing, but I thought I was doing I thought I was trying to get my thought across without being angry, because I was definitely upset. I was upset, but I was like, let me try to calm down and try to explain my reasoning. But apparently you guys enjoyed my next video when I ranted about Superman. So you guys like me, like when I rant about stuff, so I'll keep up ranting on certain topics or whatever, if it's fits the need or whatever. But as far as like me just like going to the movie supporting that nonsense, no. Honestly, I'm not even gonna kid you. I'm actually more excited on what's going to happen in the next Avatar movie than I am with anything Marvel, DC, sci-fi, fantasy related, because all of the stuff that I love has been like literally destroyed in front of me, and it's just like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and do some, you know what I'm saying? Like, no thanks. I'm not going to keep doing this over and over again. I'm not going to keep giving it my all to these companies or these studios, especially when they talk about how crazy I am, or how stupid I am, or it's not made for you or whatever. Your time has passed. Well, it's just like, well, okay, if my time has passed, then I don't need to be supporting this stuff. And then you're gonna be like, wait, You can't leave. We want your money though. No, you can't have my money and then tell me I gotta get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait. We don't want you. It's not made for you. You're a homophobic loser who lives in mom's basement or whatever. But please support our movie. But please support our movie. What? Please buy our merchandise. What? And I'm loving how subcryptic I'm loving how everybody's right now is seeing the failure of the comic book industry right now. So that's really cool. Where people are realizing like, wow, the comic book industry isn't as great as they try to make it seem like it is on social media. And it's just like, duh, we've been trying to making a Tresles cake. Ooh, Cryptic, save me a piece. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. But I'm glad that people are starting to see like the comic book industry isn't as stable as they try to make it seem like, oh, comic book sales are doing better than ever. Yeah, outside of the American comic book industry, sure. And maybe a few comic book gators and people who host their own little campaigns, sure. But as far as like Marvel, DC, Image, all of these indie publishers, no, they're not doing great at all. I mean, yeah, we seeing that they're owing money, and we seeing that some of these people are still talking about like they haven't got paid for pages that they've done six months ago, and some of them talking about they're struggling for they're struggling for money for their family for the holidays. Like, oh snap, I'm trying to cook the recipe from Deadpool's cookbook. Okay. I didn't know Deadpool had a cookbook, but okay. Ram Bam, happy new year. Happy new year to you too, Ram. Yes, but that's what I was trying. That's what I would been saying for a long time too, because everybody who try to argue with me about it, either outside of the internet or whatever, always want to try to be like, "Oh, comic books are doing great. You can't see it," and I'm just like, "How are they doing great? When if they were doing great, why are more comic book stores closing? If they were doing so great, why are the comic book selling for $5.99 to $10 for 24 pages?" Again, if they were doing so well, why did the cost of it go up instead of going down? Because if they were doing well, you wouldn't need to keep going up every couple of months. You wouldn't need variant covers where you spend unnecessary extra money on it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of see how that doesn't make logical sense at all. You can't say that it's doing great and then people are buying the book less. People are buying these books less and less. Because again, you have websites where you can go on and read comic books. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I use some of them too when I want to read a comic book to see if I want to buy it first, because nowadays I just can't afford to just go to a store and just spend money on a random comic book. I got limited funds nowadays. I gotta pick out what I need and what I want and what I don't want. you know or let me see if the story worth waiting for it to be collected. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a lot of these stories are written for collections. If there's a Deadpool product out there, I will come faster than the Terminator goes to through time. Of course. I mean, I didn't even really know that Deadpool even had a cookbook, but I mean, hey, if it is existing and you got it, congratulations, because I really did not know that they had one. But it does make sense that you do have one. But yeah, um, but yeah, I just trying to come. I mean, not me coming to terms. I'm just glad that people right now are coming to terms with it. Give me a second. But yeah, like I was saying, hello Sam. Oh yeah, I also read Captain America Symbol of Truth this week, and wow, all I can say is that Shuri and the Wakandas are all douches. You know, they you know, these last couple of months, they've been destroying the Wakandans and making them like the same as they are in the MCU. And that's what I so hate about adapting these characters to movies, because whatever changes that they make in the movie, they try to bring those changes back into the comic books, and it just makes the characters so terrible, honestly, which is sad, but it is what it is, right? Oh no, no, no. I had muted it right quick because my mom was saying something. I didn't want you guys to hear what she was saying, you know. I read Butler Volume 11. Nice. How do you like Black Butler, Omega? And Henry, what's going on? What's going on? I am here. I am doing a live stream, and wow. I'm doing my last live stream, so I said, why not go ahead and do this right quick, you know, get it on out the way. Maybe before next week or whatever. You know how you guys know how it is. But what was I about to say? Lord have mercy. I lost my goddamn I lost what I was about to say, and I'm so mad about it. But the comic book industry. The comic book industry. Yes, 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 yes. With them not getting paid at all, it's kind of weird that we're still like it's still weird that people are still trying to defend these people's actions or whatever, because even then I see some of them, I see some people on social media begging for money or whatever, be like, oh, it's that time of year, you know, $25 for a tarot card, $25 for a commission and stuff like that. You guys know it's really tight for rent and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And it's just like, why? And then after that goes back and be like, oh, I got this deal. It's coming close. I can't wait to share it or whatever and stuff like that. What are you sharing? What are you excited about? Because one minute you're broke, then the next minute, oh, you're one upping people because now you got this deal going on. I don't know. It's the most craziest thing ever. Black Butler Volume 11 was one hell of a manga. Nice. Shuri wanted to make an example out of Sam, so she banned all American immigrants from coming to Wakanda, but also she's full on deporting all Americans from Wakanda that even had citizenship papers. God, they're making Shuri a terrible character. I mean, I've stopped liking Shuri since they changed her, since the Black Panther movie came out. She hasn't been the same Shuri at all, honestly. I'm like, oh god. This character is just deplorable. And I know they're like, oh, she's a boss ass bitch, she don't need no man or whatever. But I'll say Shuri is the good guy. She's supposed to be the good guy, but the way they've written her doesn't make her likable. Like, why would I support or agree with anything that Shuri does? Because the way they're going about it just it's such a turnoff, honestly. And it's no fault of Shuri herself. It's the fault of the writers, you know. But like I said, that's what happens when you have people who are adapting these characters and don't really know the characters anything. Um, right there, Cryptic. Right there, many names. Read what Cryptic just said. He just explained what Shuri is doing about deporting Americans. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't bode well in the good light. And I'm loving how Disney and WB's stocks are dropping. They are cratering right now. And IDW is barely a dollar for stock. Like, nobody's putting money into the stock. Like, ooh, like Jesus Christ. Um it is a mess, honestly. And then fire James Gunn is still trending. People want him gone, which you already know how I feel. I thought he was a terrible choice to run DC Studios anyway. Why would I get someone from my enemies? I mean, from my rival company and have him run my studio when he hasn't proven that he can run a successful superhero universe, honestly. And I know people like to bring up the Peacemaker. I know everybody like to bring up Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, but again, those two things didn't make money for DC like that. So yeah, that's not really a good thing to try to gloat about. Um and then I heard that there's rumors of him using the DCAU and Young Justice animated series as the template for the new DC universe. And it's just like, oh, you mean something that that they tried to tell DC and Warner Brothers to do the first time around when they were making their cinematic universe, and then they said no. So, oh, okay, yeah. Uh, the studio is just a mess. The studio is just a mess, and like I said, the getting rid of Henry Cavill thing was the last straw. It's not even about it's not even about just me being a fan of Henry Cavill. It's about the fact that every time the studio has goodwill with the fans and get their hopes up, here comes some stupid weirdo or loser that works for WB that comes out of nowhere and was like, but not I don't think so. Let me shatter your hopes and your dreams, fans, and then expect you to stay by their side. No thanks. Kiss my ass. Let me see what everybody's talking about. Wow, so Sam's not part of the tribe. That contradicts the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on how he gets his suit. LOL. Well, no, Sam. I think this is the comic books, not the MCU, not the MCU one. And Shuri is unjustified in this case because she's pissed that Sam intervened in the Wakandian affairs that saved Americas and Wakandians. But because Sam intervened when she told him not to, she's pissed. Critic, that doesn't really sound like Shuri though, but that's how they written her, right? Okay, that is kind of dumb. So you're upset that you want to. So she's upset that he wants to that she wants to deal with Wakandian affairs her way, but Sam got it intervened, which saved Americans and Wakandians. But she's upset because she wasn't able to do it. Now she's going to ban Americans because he interfered with Wakandians' affairs, even though it saved everyone's life. That makes absolutely no logical sense why she's mad at him and trying to deport all Americans. The comic book writers that aren't getting paid that to themselves by vilifying their audience and only focusing on fake politic correctness and killing franchises, they reap what they sow. That is definitely true. They do reap what they sow, because it's just like, okay, you're complaining about not getting paid, but you won't put Marvel and DC on blast because you're afraid that you might get blacklisted and might not ever get a chance to work with them. But then you vilify the fans who are trying to prevent Marvel and DC and all these comic book companies from going under. But no, y'all vilify us. You tell us how bad we are. You telling us it's not for us, and then we walk away. So not only did the fans walk away, you're not even getting the money. You're not even getting money for your work because Marvel and DC and all these other companies are behind on payments. Like, why are you still doing work for them? If I'm not getting my money in my contract, my money need to be coming 2 weeks after I turn in my work. That's what have been my contract, regardless if I'm a freelancer or whatever. 2 weeks, or you're getting sued. Period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so desperate to work for Marvel and DC or these studios or whatever, without understanding that there are, like, you have more power than you know. You know what I'm saying? Stop accepting the little BS that they're giving. I understand they threaten you by saying they're going to go outside and outsource or whatever, but maybe we need to probably put a law on outsourcing people from other countries then, or something like that. Because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing these stories of these of of these fans, I mean, not these fans, but these writers and artists dying broke and penniless. Excuse me. After they've worked so hard to create all of this amazing work, and a lot of them die penniless and broke, or their families struggling to get money from the companies that they owed. You know, it's crazy how that works, and yet people still want to try to justify and defend them. No, screw that. Ram said, "I'll stick to old Black Panther comic books." I understand. Cryptic said, "Yes, that's exactly what happened." What, see that, Cryptic? That's just being petty. Oh, I know. I'm wondering if she's going to do this in the movies now. Well, that fake America 4 New World Order might bring that in. The real Shuri is gone, and they made her pretty much racist. Yeah. And Shuri made the announcements to everybody in Wakanda and pinned all of the deportation on Sam Wilson. So yeah, Sam Wilson is now getting hate from his community now. Yeah, because of course he is, because you know it's a black story. I expect nothing less. I expect nothing less from Marvel when they're writing black characters. That is black on black hate and black on black crime and all that nonsense. So why do I expect anything less? I don't. I don't. I really don't, because I already know what's going on. Sadly, and it sucks, but that's those are choices that they made. See, I need to know what to buy. But all these political correct BS made me wary about what's worthwhile. Exactly. Like it's like a diamond in the rough. You gotta keep trying to find what's good. You know what I mean? Like there are some good comic books out, current comic books that are good, but few and far between. And that's the problem. When 80% of your comic books are terrible, then it makes it really hard to get people invested in the 20% comic books that aren't, you know? And Omega said, and they wonder why manga is kicking their asses. Yeah, pretty much. They did the exact opposite from the first Black Panther. Yeah, they did. I'm waiting on DC and Marvel to to lose their copyrights of their IPs. Hell, I'll gladly buy all their diverse characters that Hollywood and TV don't want to use. They really tried their best with these characters or whatever, but it's not working. I mean, honestly, if I really wanted to, I can really sit down and actually do something really good. But why bother? Why bother? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work that I just do not care about. I do not care about trying to get it together. I don't really want to stay. I don't really want to go. I want to stay. Can we get it together? Hell no, we can't get it together. Get it together. Let's take control of the moon. I don't want to. Deadpool's book is doing pretty great right now. Even people who were pissed that Alyssa Wong was going to write it admit that the book has been good so far. That's cool. I mean, honestly, Deadpool's not a hard character to get wrong. You know, it's just that Alyssa Wong had had written terrible stuff beforehand. And it's just like, you know, if you're not going to study these characters, don't write them. But I think she studied Deadpool, so she knows how to write, and she can get away with doing some of the things that she did in other books that wouldn't work, that can work for Deadpool. You know, Jim Starlin, Chris Claremont, and many great creators deserve millions from Disney. Yeah, a lot of great creators that worked on Star Wars and Marvel, and even Disney stuff right now. You know, a lot of them deserve a lot from Disney, but they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it because they're freelancers, they're work for hire or whatever. And I just, to me that never made any kind of sense. If you're going to ask somebody to draw something for you, whether it's a cover or stay on for a book for a year or whatever, that's not work for hire at this point. That is an actual employee. Like, could you imagine if we go into our job and our job is like, oh, you're just a work for hire? No, I'm an employee, no matter how long I'm staying there, whether it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, or whatever. And then even in business, when even you probably might start off as a mailroom orderly or whatever, and then you move up to accountant or something like that, or you move up to computer analyst or whatever. You're still part of that company. You're just in a different position. You know what I'm saying? You're not work for hire. You are an employee, and that's the problem with these companies. Like, I don't understand how they're saying like, oh, these people are just freelancers and work for hire. No, if you're using them to do more than three comic books, no, more than two comic books, they are not no longer a work for hire or a freelancer. They are an employee. You employ them. You know what I'm saying? Or if you employ them to do variant covers, that's an employee still. They still are an employee, which means they still have a contract. If you don't want to go that route, then they need to change things around. The comic book industry has to change things around, and they have to make it where people want to work with them. But this whole, oh, they're freelancers, they're work for hire. If they come up with characters, we take it and stuff like that. Now it doesn't make any logical sense. That's why we keep getting these lame ass version of characters, or characters in general, that nobody cares about. I'm excited for Arcane season 2. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when it comes out. See if it'll hold up from like the first one, because it's Netflix. So I don't really trust it like that. I love Fro, where I work to um tell them I'm basically a mercenary, and I'd be like, what? No, they didn't do their best, because they wrecked Marvel and DC to the point where they need to pretty much have someone to fix this, but these knuckleheads would just cancel them. That's true. That is true. Anybody who could actually help out or do work or whatever, they was like, nah, fuck that. We ain't doing none of that, you know? So I don't know. I don't know at all, you know. Give me 1 second. I gotta give me some water. I will be right All right, I'm back. I had to get some water right quick. You know, y'all know how I be. Donnie Gates scammed people on that Omaha crowdfunding for 2 years. Damn, I know. I didn't even know Donnie Gates and Grant Morrison and them were doing crowdfundings, and people still haven't got anything from that. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy as hell. And yet, if I did something like that, y'all will be on my ass about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Rules for thee and not for them. Like, everybody makes excuses for some of these people, and I just don't understand that to me. Like, no. Oh, by the way, did you read Marvel's Timeless this week? That's the Kang book that showed us the glimpse of what's happening of 2023. No, Cryptic, I didn't even know the book came out, honestly. I created some best parts of Marvel Universe known around the world, but I'm freelance work. Yeah, ain't that crazy? Like, oh, I created some of the most iconic storylines from Marvel and DC, but I'm just a freelancer, really, and I have no rights to any of those stories or those characters at all, and I get like maybe a $5,000 check but no residuals. Like, what? What? Make that make sense. Okay, Beast is going to clone himself. Captain Marvel is going to turn into a brood. Winter Soldier will be teaming up with White Wolf. Mary Jane will be the hero Jackpot, etc. Oh God, Cryptic, all of that sounds terrible. Oh God, all of that sounds terrible. Did I mention that all of that sounds terrible? Because no, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. No, 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 no. When I say no, 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 no. When I say no, 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 no. When I say no, 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 no. Well, of course they got to make Kang the Conqueror something because that Ant-Man Quantumanium bull crap is coming out soon. So yay! Because that's exciting. like no, just God, no. I'm sorry, none of that is interesting to me at all. Let's see what all you guys are saying. Kang is not that interesting at this point due to all the nonsense during Phase 4 and the comics are doing butchering of heroes and villain fetishist practices. Yeah, the power of Christ compels you. Now, that's some weird stuff about that P comic. Like, you know what? That was so gross, Manny Names. I couldn't believe that people were. I was like, no, that's not real. No, go to the actual comic book. It's real. Why is that even in a comic book? Why is that even a thought? Nobody's even thinking about P fetishes and Professor Xavier, your ass looks really good in that suit. Like, what is this fanfic fetish nonsense? Like, this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. No, Mary Jane getting superpowers is stupid. Point blank, period. No. No, that it's just like when Lois Lane got powers. It's dumb. It never works because people don't like certain characters with superpowers. Not when she doesn't need it. Not when there's really no reason for her to have powers. What's the reason for Mary Jane to have powers? No reason at all. That should be so fanficky. It is fanficky at this point. The Quantumverse looks terrible, just like another sloppy CGI cartoon, because it is. Yo, remember Static Shock, African Hero Anansi? That dude was a smooth character. Yes, he was. He was definitely, really cool. I'm surprised DC didn't try to market, do more with the Nazi the Spider. Let's see. Mary Jane currently has superpowers where she gets random superpower every time she activates her powers like a slot machine. Oh God, shoot me now, Lord. What have y'all done to Mary Jane? So they're going to ruin Mary Jane further by making her a former deceased character. Yeah, pretty much, Blue Wind. Why is there fetish nonsense in the mainstream comic book? I don't know. I mean, this is what happens when you hire loser writers. That's what happens. And then don't get me wrong, I then when Boom Boom pulled off her shirt and exposed herself and her boobs shot out boom booms, I was like, that's not how her powers work. She can't shoot boom booms out of her boobs. That's not how this works at all. Like the fetishness in that entire comic book was ridiculous. And remember, this is written by a woman. This is written by a woman. If this was written by a man, it'll be a whole different issue. It'll be a whole different issue. But no, let's continue this nonsense. Let's continue this nonsense because that's what we want. That is what we want. Hold on. I'm sticking to old Kang Dynasty story or Earth Mighty Heroes version. Yeah, that was a good version. Yes, so in what's the name of the X-Men comic book? What was it? The shit. Was it New Mutants? I believe it was New Mutants. I believe there's so many X-Men titles right now. I can't even keep up with them. Apparently, in that comic book, they had Boom Boom, Jubilee, and Laura Kennedy go to some place or whatever. But the way the girls were talking, the girls was dressed up in like cosplay costumes or whatever. They call it regular clothes for them, and they were just like fetishizing and sexualizing almost everything in the comic book. And then there was this one scene where they got trapped in a cage, and then they were like, so why are we in a see-through cage or whatever? And then the guy was like, well, it's for security measures so you guys can't get out. Oh, so you can watch us pee? What if we have to go and pee? So what? We gotta go over in the corner and pull our pants down and pee and stuff like that. Like, so you're into pee? And he was like, what? No, it's no, so you're into pee, so you like to watch girls pee? Like, what the is this? Why is this in a comic book? Like, Liam Williams, you fucking loser, you weirdo, you skank, you slut, you whore, all of it. Why are you writing this? Take this crap out of comic books. If you want to write that, go and do your own thing, but don't bring that nonsense here. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of everybody not saying what they want to say about these stuff. No, these writers are horrible. These writers are horrible. And I'm sick of it. I'm over the nonsense right now. No, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is okay or whatever. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Shit. And then it's just like, y'all keep talking about we need more women in comic books. No, we don't. Actually, we need to kick most of the women out of comic books, because ever since these loser women been in comic books and these male feminists, it's been nonsense. Comic books are mostly for men. Like it or not, most men read comic books. Most people who are into this stuff are men. That is a 90% of men to 10% women. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all need to stop with all these women writers, because most of the women writers that are working today are fucking losers. They can't write to save their lives. Barely none of them can really draw. And yet we're still giving them jobs. And then they think they're all that on social media talking about, oh, you're just mad because this is blah, 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 blah. No, I'm mad because you don't have no respect for the history and lore of these characters. Jesus Christ. Lois Lane is a POV character for us to understand Superman. I saw a woman walking a man on a leash wearing a pink bikini. What the? Oh Lord have mercy. They find a way to f up fan service. Exactly, Blue Wind. That was her way of giving us fan service, but it just was such a turn off. It was such a turn off, honestly. Um, Static Shock was a cool character. Um, and they wonder why teenagers don't read this crap. And I think she needs some sort of power for the time being until what happened to her. No, Cryptic, she doesn't need superpowers. That's what makes Mary Jane a strong character because she knows the superhero world. She's been around the superhero world without having superpowers. It's the same thing with Lois Lane. Those women showed how powerful they are without superpowers. Giving her superpowers just for the hell of it because something traumatic happened to her, that doesn't really do much for me. I can see if she's just like, she's gonna train more, maybe learn how to fight or whatever. Because there was a time where her life was in danger, and she did go to classes back in the I think in the 80s, no, the 90s, where she started learning how to use a gun, and took some classes from some of the Avengers on how to fight and defend herself when she was by herself. That's how you do something like that. You don't be like, well, she needs superpowers because something traumatic happened to her. Okay. And how does that work when the person she's tied to, why the reason why that's happened, she's not with that person anymore and she's not part of that life anymore. So it's kind of weird. Like if she's not going to be part of it, why is she here? You get what I'm saying? The moment Mary Jane Watson isn't with Peter Parker and she's not with anyone in the superhero world, she should just be written off and ride off into the sunset until they decide to bring her back. Her being in Spider-Man stories makes absolutely no sense if she's not going to be his girlfriend, or if they're not having a will they won't they kind of thing. But the moment they gave her a man and these two children, she's done. Bye. Bye. At this point for me. Gone somewhere until they figure out, until Marvel wants you to be back with Peter Parker. Bye. That's how I feel. Goodbye. Go on and do something else. But you don't need no superpowers, and you damn sure don't need to be in the comic book no more. Go take your ass over to Hollywood and do movies. That's how some people would write her off. They would be like, hey, she's going over to California, she's doing a movie, or she's going around the world doing a modeling tour or whatever, stuff like that. And then they'll have moments where she's talking on the phone with Peter Parker or something like that. Or maybe one of the heroes, one of the Avengers or somebody, they'll have a story that's over in an area where she's at, and then you bring her in. That's about it. Other than that, her just being there just for the hell of it, no. Bye. That's how I feel. Goodbye. Gone. Don't need you. I don't know how to fix DC and Marvel, but there's bound to be a lot of layoffs and reconstruction. Yeah, they talk about they're still doing some more layoffs at those companies, which I don't even understand how. Like, what more can you downsize to? Well, I like that moment from Boom Boom, but yeah, the reason why she did that because she needed the audience to cheer loud enough to charge dazzling powers to fight vampires, and that's stupid. And that's just dumb. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy a little good fan service, but usually the fan service is very good. Back in the old days, they made it very tasteful and classic. This is just Tumblr fanfic shit. Like if this was on Tumblr, okay, because I expect it to be on Tumblr, you know what I'm saying? But I don't expect this to be in a real Marvel book, you know? And many names was like, women complain about male writers sexualizing female character, yet here's a woman doing the exact same thing. Exactly. If I was head of Marvel comic books, I'm fixing their dumbass wine club BS like Jim Shooter. Yes, they need people like Jim Shooter. That's bizarre. Oh, I'm picking up the X-Terminators, have been enjoying it. It puts a girl gone wild, which is putting emphasis on wild stuff. Yes, because that's what people pick up comic books professionally for. Cryptic, you have weird standards for what comic books are and should be, honestly. And like, no, that's not a comic book, you know. We need good characters in respective of sex. Yeah, you're right. And they are mentally to boot. Yeah, they are. They're mentally retarded. And that's how you write fan service, you weirdo. It's supposed to be tasteful. Exactly. I love static. Me too, nerd. Nerd culture is toxic. This is why Banshee Designs and manga is kicking US Comics ass. Yeah, that's true. Leah Williams found a way to exterminate the X-Men. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said a while ago, Trey, they did try that all-woman thing in the 70s and it didn't work. Roy Thomas himself said it. Yeah, because like it or not, women do not care about this stuff like men do. And women don't think on a logical reasoning when it comes to this kind of stuff. They think more on an emotional level while men think on a logical level. That's the problem that nobody wants to admit because don't nobody want to hurt nobody's feelings, you know? She's going to California to make a movie, and with her luck, it'll be San Fernando Valley. Yeah. Can we get vampires that aren't afraid of the sun? They didn't used to be before 1922. Nah, Ram Bam. That see over that was something that's been growing over time. No, can we get vampires being fucking scary again and not with this mystical mumbo jumbo sparkling Twilight bullshit? Ever since Twilight came out, they have destroyed what vampires used to be. I want some shit like the underworld again. Yeah, that's what I want. It's also funny that they keep effing up with Peter and MJ because these women and male feminists don't know how romance relationship work. Yeah, because they feel like it makes them older. Caitlin from Arcane is just awesome. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like her. It's so sad how female writers are in comics for Japan and manga. Full Metal Alchemist, Demon Slayer are written by women. They are great, which is kind of crazy because a lot of people don't know that it's like a what 75 split. 75 is 75 split for like most people who are doing manga in Japan are mostly women. So a lot of shonen, a lot of these mangas that you see are written and drawn by women. You know what I'm saying? I think it's probably like a 60% thing. Like it's like 60% more women compared to men, and it's 40% men that are doing it. Even though the men mangas are more popular than the women manga, it's still a lot of women are writing these mangas, and a lot of these women are doing successfully well. So there's no excuse why you can't be a good illustrator and a good writer. It's just that the writers that we do have don't think on a logical level because these women study the craftsmanship. They study what storytelling is. They study what people like, what people will like. And if you and think about it, even if they didn't study, if their manga and if their manga is terrible, guess what? It gets canceled and you're out. You know what I'm saying? Japan ain't gonna keep giving you 700 reasons. Like, for instance, if Exterminate #1 failed and it didn't make 1,000,000 copies sold, oh, the person would be gone. The person would be gone because that's how they work. They're not going to just let you do whatever with your characters. You need to come out swinging real hard on your first go around. And if you can't do that, then you're out. I'm sorry, you don't like it, but you know, I hate to see Jubilee and Dazzler being ruined in 2023. Needs a real change to be Marvel comic books again. Yeah, I agree, but the German filmmaker F.W. Fuganaga that made them be destroyed by sunlight that's what I'm saying. Like ever since but that's what I'm saying. It's been something that was crafted onto vampires to make them more interesting, to give them a weakness. Because think about it, you can't have a villain that can't be destroyed by nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the stakes in Wooden are good, but you need to also have a little bit of kryptonite. That's why they had to do the same thing with Superman. You just can't have characters who are immortal and have almost every goddamn superpower in the world, but you can't really destroy them. Like if you're not next to holy water or the cross or wooden stake, how else would you be able to destroy some of these characters? Sunlight. Why Japan can write our characters better than us? I don't know, Omega. You know, I don't. I don't even know. It's the most weirdest thing. The only criticism I honestly have about Exterminator is that the girls are sounding the same. Yeah, because the person who's writing them don't know anything about the characters. That's what happens when you put losers in charge. You know, that's what happens when you put a loser in charge who don't know anything about these characters. The fact that most of us know the difference between these characters and know what actually works and what don't work, and then you put a writer in here who wants to just have this little sexual fetish nonsense, just doesn't work. Did you know that Blade killed Thanos in Marvel's Dark Ages? I don't think I knew that one. I don't think I knew that one. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I knew that. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Down with that one, down barrel. Fa la 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 la. La 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 la. Jingle, jingle bell. I'm sorry. I was over there having a moment for a second. Pay no mind to the person who's just randomly, acting up. Japan is very hard on material. Even legends like Aki creator JJBA said his biggest fear was the editor to judge his work based on off of one page. But here in America, anything goes. Yeah, yeah. Become Japan studies because Japan studied the characters and how to be human. Blade just bit Thanos in the neck, turned him into the vampire, and let the sunlight do the rest. That's actually very unique. I like that. That would be so cool to like actually see like a comic book, a storyline comic book of like Blade taking on it's like Blade versus the Marvel universe, like a what if story, and he just like turns half of the Marvel universe into vampires or whatever, and then just let the sunlight do the rest. Crazy Trey made an appearance for a moment. Oh yeah, yeah. I just you guys know how it is. You guys already know how it be be like. We all have our moments. We all have our moments in the sunlight. We all love the sun, but we still need the rain. So what good is it to come? It don't change a thing. Um, God damn it! I was about to say something. And I just lost the train of thought for that one. Oh well, it is what it is. Um, but yeah, we need badass, scary predator vampires. Here's the kicker: the humans they want to wait till sunrise and they're surprised they aren't those kind of vampires. But Ram Bam, it feels like you haven't read a lot of vampire stories. You've been reading those current bull crap ones because there have been a lot of iconic vampire stories that tell vampires where sometimes the humans can't depend on sunlight. Sunlight is usually like the last thing that they can do if they can't do anything else. You know, what's your favorite movie of 2022? For me, it was Sonic 2. My favorite movie of 2022. Hmm. I ain't really think about that because I ain't even there hasn't really been all that great movies. Let me see. List of 2022 movies. Let's see. Every American movie that came out. Nope. 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 Hell no. Nope. 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 Uh. I think not. Nope. Nope. Hell no. Yeah. You done lost your mind. No. No, no, nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Maybe that movie. Nope, nope. Mm-mm, maybe. No, no. Hell no. I think not. Nope, nope. Because I had to remember, I watched a lot of movies in 2022, but I don't think I had any. No, hell no. You don't lost your mind. Nope, nope. I think not. Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hmm. Maybe because that was entertaining and I did have fun watching that movie. No, hell no. Done lost your mind. You wish. Let's see. Nope. 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 God, I can't. A lot of these movies really wasn't all that great, like I thought. I mean, a lot of these movies aren't good at all. Because I'm looking at the list right now, y'all. Because I have to remember, because I did watch a lot of these movies, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, God dang it, a lot of these movies weren't good. Jesus Christ. We had a terrible box office. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We had a terrible box office. Jesus Christ. No. Mm-mm. 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 So nope. Hold on. Okay, so after going over everything, and I mean looking at every movie that came out in 2022, um, none, none, none. The only movie I can actually tell you from 2022 that I actually enjoyed, that's not a foreign movie, because there are foreign movies that I did enjoy, but as far as like in America, um, I will have to say Avatar 2: Way of Water. I know. I actually enjoyed that movie. I had fun watching the movie. It didn't feel like it was preaching to me. It just felt like a good movie. The reason why I'm not gonna say Top Gun Maverick, because I don't have any attachment to Top Gun Maverick. It was good, sure, but it wasn't something that was like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? For me. But I will say we need more movies like Top Gun Maverick. We need more movies like RRR. We need more movies like Avatar Way of Water. We need more movies that just want to entertain us. And a lot of these movies did not entertain, and that's the problem. So yes, favorite movie of the year. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic 2, but again, it wasn't as good as the first one to me. But I did enjoy Sonic 2. But I really had a nice time watching Avatar 2: Way of Water. So I would say Avatar 2: Way of Water is probably the best movie of 2022 for me that I've seen, you know. But let's see what else you guys are saying. Violent Night. Oh God, I haven't seen Violent Night. I forgot to go and watch that movie. I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. What do you think of Gramper? Cramper? Are you talking about that Christmas movie? I liked it. I liked it. Cramper, the Christmas movie. Um, let's see. Sonic 2 was fun. They found a happy medium. Yeah, which is good. Like I said, we need more movies like Sonic 2. We need more movies like Violent Night. We need more movies like Bullet Train. We need more movies like Top Gun Maverick. We need more movies like Avatar Way of Water. We need more movies like Minions, Rise of Gru. We need more movies like that. That's what we need to see. Do you think Jinx from Arcane can be redeemed? No, I don't think she should be redeemed at all. But I know they're probably going to try to. It's not her fault. It was everyone else's fault, even though she was responsible for a lot of things. But it's never her fault, right? Just like it's never Harley Quinn's fault that she did anything. It was the Joker that manipulated her, right? Um, everything, everything, everywhere, all at once, aka Multiverse of Madness done right. Yeah. Love and Thunder, baby. Oh God, nope. Jinx is a villain. Make entertaining good. Was the greatest Christmas movie. I definitely rewatch it. I need to watch Violent Night. I completely forgot to watch Violent Night. I'm gonna have to watch that movie. But yeah, as far as like movies that I really as far as like the most movie I actually watched and I really, really enjoyed and I had no problem with it. I would definitely have to say Avatar 2, Way of Water. It has a good it was beautiful, it was shot good, it had a strong family theme, it didn't belittle the men in the story at all. It let a father be a father, which that's rare nowadays. most men most men don't most men nowadays are belittled and all that kind of stuff, but this movie really like let Jake be a father, so that was really good, and let boys be boys. Mm. Ah, yeah, that's the good stuff right there. I don't know about Jinx, but I'm hard for Mystique from the movies. Mind you, that maybe because Rebecca Romania. Yeah, uh, that's exactly what Chris Gore said about it. Yeah, I mean it's if you can get past the reason why a lot of people are like betting against Avatar 2 is because everybody was like, oh, it's a knockoff of other movies or whatever. But it's just like if you really think about it, almost every movie that we've getting is a knockoff of something. You know what I'm saying? So to really sit up there and say Avatar is a knockoff of this movie or this story, you have to say the same thing about all of the MCU movies as well. You know what I'm saying? There are so many movies that are a knockoff of another story or whatever. It's just told differently. But most people don't want to hear that. People are just like, "Oh, well, I couldn't remember the story of the first one, but well, okay, that's fine that you don't remember the first one, but I don't want people to pretend like the first movie didn't do something different or didn't do something great. You know what I'm saying? Because if the movie was terrible and the story was so boring, why did it make the money it made? You know what I'm saying? And again, the sequel proves to people that people actually want to see this world. People want to know more about Pandora. You can't sit up there and say, oh, the story is boring or it's been there, done that. Well, if it's been there, done that, why did this sequel movie make 1.7 billion dollars at the box office in 2 weeks? There's something about Avatar that people love. It's okay that you don't love it, but don't sit up here and try to bash the movie or try to say something's wrong with the movie because it's doing everything right. It's entertaining people. It's entertaining people. It has a strong connection of family. It has a strong sense of leadership from the men. It doesn't belittle the men. It shows a man protecting his family at whatever cost. It has action in it. Yeah, does it have a little message about pollution, ocean, saving the whales? Yeah, sure, it does, whatever. But it's not slapping me over the head. It's not preaching to me about like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? No, it's just a fun, good movie. And I really would say people should really see it. And I know some people probably don't like it, and that's fine. That's fine. But I wouldn't sit up here and say the movie wasn't good if it wasn't. And you guys know I criticize a lot of stuff. I'm honest to God will tell you right now that this movie is a good popcorn flick, feel good movie. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it makes me want to learn more about the world of Pandora and see what what the humans did to Earth that made them have to come to Pandora. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to know what they've done to have to go to this other planet that's similar to them, but also like what more of the world of Pandora is there to explore? Because this world looks big. This world is huge as hell. And we only scratched the surface of it, which, no pun intended, which I think is kind of beautiful to kind of actually see something that James Cameron came up with when he was a little boy being put to screen right now. I watched Avatar 1 when it came out, and I thought it was, man, okay, that's fine. James Cameron just need to stop sabotaging his film progress with all his shenanigans. I do agree. I do think that we shouldn't have waited so long for this movie. But I can tell you one thing: Avatar 3 better not be no damn another 10 years. I can tell you that. Disney, James Cameron, if you're listening, the next movie better not be no goddamn 10 years. Because I don't want to wait to see the next movie or the next story. I kind of want to before I become 60 years old, I kind of actually want to see this damn film franchise finish, please. Shit. All this damn bullshit. It doesn't help Avatar 2 when James Cameron talking out his ass. Well, it did help Avatar 2, though. That's the problem. Like, people are saying it doesn't help, but it did help because it made $1 billion. You don't make $1 billion if people didn't like what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, most people probably didn't even pay James Cameron attention to what he was saying anyway. Because most of the time, he's not on TV saying that bullshit. Those are news articles. Think about what he's saying. The stuff that people were upset about is stuff that he said in like a news article. But he's not on TV saying the bullshit. You get what I'm saying? They probably overused the Earth's resources and destroyed the planet and had no choice but to go to Pandora. I know, but that's what I'm saying. I want James Cameron to explore more of that too. And then wouldn't it be cool to see if the Na'vi, because there's still something on Earth, because these people are still trying to migrate over here to Pandora. So there's something on Earth still. I would love to see like Jake and his family or somebody go to Earth and, this is where we make our final stand and get Earth to stop or whatever. Or maybe they can get Mother Tree, or they can use Kiri to maybe heal the planet or something like that. That would be really cool to kind of set the final battle on Earth, and then have it where they finally come to an agreement after this big old massive war, and you kind of end this franchise of like a new rebirth of where Na'vi and humans are now one, or living together in harmony, some on Pandora, some on Earth, and that's just the new status quo. That would be cool to see, honestly. I have to go right now, but wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. Happy New Year, Cryptic. See you later. Avatar is going to be half-light movies, having to wait so long for another story. I know many names. I'm just like, please don't make us wait another 10 years. I can't do this. Because I was a teenager, so it's just like, it's weird. Like I was literally a teenager. Like now I'm like an adult. Wait, was it? It was because it was 2008. I was like 2008. I believe it was 2008. So I was in high school. Now the second movie comes out, and I'm like an adult that should probably have his own kids by now. Avatar will be out in 202.3 over 202nd floor or something. Lord have mercy. That don't even make no goddamn logical sense. I don't even know if years even, do something like that, My problem with Avatar is a lot of sci-fi movies that they never seem to have us spinning out through our own solar system first. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it's sci-fi. If given a choice, would you move to Pandora? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it's a beautiful world, honestly. And it makes you want to know more about it. Um, could I start fresh over there in Pandora? Why not? Why not? you know? Um, yeah, like that's all James Cameron is. He's basically a hippie where you just kind of like, all right, James, shut up. Nobody care what you talking about. Blah 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 blah. You talk. Yep. Whatever. um, I like Avatar 2, aside from the pregnant woman fighting. Yes, I did have a problem with the pregnant woman fighting. I was just like, sit your ass home. Oh, and Took, Jake and Natiri's youngest daughter, she was getting into so much trouble. I'm like, girl, sit your behind down. And I mean, sit it down. I thought the relationship between the characters and the explorer was fun to watch. Hell, you even got a good showdown between two men. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. A man protecting his family and a man doing Avatar 2099. Lord have mercy. What's up, Hamilton? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Ain't no way any society will let literally the most vulnerable member of their society, even with arrows shot of danger. That's what I'm saying. But James Cameron wanted to show that women can still fight while being pregnant or whatever. Like Hollywood is now on this fetish of having pregnant women on the front lines, and it's weird. It is weird. But at the same time, they are blue aliens who do have a different biology than us. So okay, but I usually do not do well when you have a pregnant woman in danger or trying to fight or anything. It doesn't matter what it is, alien creature or human. I just don't like any woman that's pregnant on the front lines trying to fight, trying to defend herself or any of that kind of stuff, because it just makes me worry so much. No pregnancy will keep us crazy ass marine out of combat. So yes, this is silly. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want pregnancy. I don't want pregnancy women to become this new thing that Hollywood is doing, because you're seeing it starting to kind of come up into a lot of themes. Like Last of Us Part 2 had a pregnant woman, Spider-Man Spider-Verse had it, Spider-Woman comic book had it, Avatar Way of Water had it, and I'm just like, can we not? Please, I beg. Please, I beg. Please, let's leave the pregnant women at home. Please, I can't do this right now. My worryization of oh my god, is she okay? If she falls, if anything happens to her, what's gonna happen to the baby? Like, I just do not want to have that on my conscience while I'm watching this movie. You know what I'm saying? Put it in a box with pregnant men and throw it in the sun. Pretty much, yes, please, please. They could even do a human Navi Corporation effort to save Earth, but it's going to be written well, maybe seeing the human point of view and showing how they're trying to fix Earth. Yeah, I would love to see how they would do that, and it looks like we're going to probably get that in like maybe Avatar 4 or 5. Um, it's because giving your enemy an easy target to kill morally. Also, Last of Us 2. Yeah, yeah, yep. And that was stupid too. Like the fact that she was pregnant on the front line, and I'm just like, oh my stars, I can't do this. You want stars? I'll give you stars. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Avatar needs to show more good human characters to show the gray areas. I mean, they did in the first movie. They did in the first movie show that there was some humans that really did not agree with what was going on, and there were some humans who stayed to be allies with the Na'vi. So it's not like it's impossible. It's not like they haven't shown it at all, but the humans have to do their jobs or whatever and stuff like that. So it is what it is. It just kind of sucks that we haven't that the human that you would think that humans would learn from the mistakes of history, and it's instead of going to another planet and doing the same nonsense, But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, I think it was an enjoyable movie. I think it was a good family fun movie. Very beautiful. The water was just absolutely gorgeous. It made me just want to jump in the water with them. Since I saw it in IMAX 3D and stuff like that. Ooh, I went to this Ringgold movie theater. It was my first time going to one, and they had these cool seats. Oh my god, seats were so cool. You can get to push them back and lay back in them, and it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was so cool. It was so cool. It was really cool to sit in a comfortable seat and not just like a regular movie theater seat, like them old movie theater seats that a lot of movie theaters still have. It's just like, wow, Oh, darn it. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you haven't seen the movie. So I'm not gonna ruin anything. I hope you didn't hear anything that I ruined, but I just like the movie. I thought the movie was just beautiful. So I'm just not, I'm just saying, I think people should just see it. Take everything from what movies it is, and just, I think sometimes as an audience, we just need to go into a movie and just enjoy it for what it is and not look for every fault in it. This isn't a comic book movie. It's not based on Star Wars or Star Trek or any kind of fantasy genre. It's its own thing. So anything that we know that Hollywood would do back in the day, we should like throw that out of our heads and go into the movie and just actually watch it. Because when I watched the movie, it didn't feel long too. I know a lot of people was like the movie felt like it was 3 hours. But it didn't really feel like it was 3 hours, honestly, to me. I thought the movie was shorter, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. But I'm not going to talk about it no more because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, the pregnant warrior fetish do need to stop. And then here's the theory: Earth is in the Avatar timeline is basically fine, and we just went to Pandora because we learned that there are resources there that we couldn't find on Earth. Ooh, maybe that could be a cool theory, Ram. GLAAD also needs to stop getting involved in movies. Yeah, like, did you see that report card that GLAAD had for the movies talking about that these movies need to do better with LGBT representation or whatever? And I'm like, no, they don't, because they've proven that it doesn't work, morons. It doesn't work, stupid. And then what was it? I was about to say. They also demanded that Disney put more LGBT themes in the Little Mermaid live action movie, and I'm like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. We are not doing this right now. Nope. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, no. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. I'm not doing this right now with y'all. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy, honestly. But yeah, GLAAD got these aboard, got this whole little section of what you need to do, and they said that Hollywood failed this year. How did they fail? They put LGBT into almost everything, and y'all still not happy. See, this is why you can't do things for like the smallest minority of your of your fan base. You know what I'm saying? Because look at I am getting tongue tied. Look at what's happening. Like look at what's happening right now with like comic book movies and comic books. They've changed everything around for like this small minority of people who don't even care about comic books. And now the original fans are walking away and they're wondering like what happened. We made these changes for these new people and they haven't came back around. Yeah, because they're just talking. Everything that they said was wrong with comic books, or we need more LGBT themes in it, we need more diversity and inclusion. That is just false talk. Those people don't really mean that stuff. Because if they did, then why, when you made those changes, did people not show up? You get what I'm saying? Nobody's not showing up for this stuff. Just like Bros, nobody showed up for it. Stranger Things, nobody showed up for it. So clearly, you need to understand that it's not working. This wild pregnant warrior fetish was dreamed up by a bunch of lunatics who obviously don't have children themselves. That's true. That is definitely true. Crap, you were streaming? Yes, Roland Dodge, I was streaming. Vern said, how do you make the Little Mermaid gay? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Ram says this is why you fail. Hashtag Yoda was right. Happy New Year's, Trey. Happy New Year's, Roland Dodge. Tell them to watch Bros and shut up. Thank you. Tell Glad. Watch Bros then if you want it so much. The Little Mermaid, if you ask me, is not Ariel. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's definitely not Ariel. I don't know what the hell that is. It ain't Ariel at all. That fucking that tail is ugly. Haley Bailey just does not work as Ariel. I'm sorry. Lorena Creole despises this Black Little Mermaid nonsense. I know she do. I despise it too. Hell, what the hell? Like, everybody knows that Ariel is my favorite Disney princess. I have no problem letting people know that she's my favorite Disney princess. Out of all the Disney princesses, out of all the Disney princess movies. So I have a problem with her being Black for this damn live action remake. It's completely disrespectful to the artist who created the character, who was originally Black, by the way. The person who created Ariel was Black. Just letting y'all know. It's disrespectful to the fans of Ariel who grew up with the character, like me. It's disrespectful to me in general because you think that I need to see a Black version of the character in order to feel something. It's disrespectful to children because you're confusing them. Because when they get to, like I said, outside of this movie, anytime Disney does any Little Mermaid stuff, it's going to be of the white Ariel. It's always going to be that Ariel. When you see her in the parks, when you see her in the cruise, when you see her on the Disney website, when you see her in Disney anything, it ain't going to be that live action bullshit. It's going to be Ariel. When they celebrate anniversaries for the Little Mermaid, it's going to be Ariel, the white Ariel. It's never going to be Haley Bailey because it's going to be a one and done thing. It's hard to get invested into movies these days. Is that they care about preaching to you and showing no interest of correct. Honestly, I'll take Avatar, Puss in Boots, or Minions any day. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, until they stop doing that nonsense, we can't do it. Ariel is a white woman. Well, half white woman. Yeah, she is. Air July is right when he says that they're giving Black people, white folks cast off. Yeah, like he always says, they only see legitimacy in white characters. And they do. Because if they didn't, If they didn't, they'll come up with original ones, or they'll tell stories of real Black mermaids. Like there are some real Black mermaids, like Mammy Mia. From it's an African folklore of a Black mermaid goddess. Why can't we tell a story about that one? Oh no, that's too much work. That's too much work, right? Or how come she can't be an original character? You get what I'm saying? That would be cool. Or how I said, how about Haley Bailey be like an original character, and she's like, hey, she's Ariel's friend. So Ariel didn't have a friend in the original Little Mermaid movie. Like a person that she can like talk to besides Flounder and Sebastian and Scuttle. So it would have been cool if Haley was like her original friend in that movie. That way you can still have a Black mermaid, you can still have Ariel, but then you have this Black Little Mermaid character who is helping Ariel out. You know what I'm saying? Who's best friends with her and stuff like that. That could be really cool. But no, they didn't want to do nothing like that because that's too much work, Trey. Of course, it's too much work. And then they effed up Jasmine for me by giving her that dumbass live action Aladdin. Yeah, and then they made it seem like Jasmine had no agency, like she wasn't outspoken or anything. And it's just like, have y'all not watched the original animated movie? She was very outspoken, especially when she had that song. She was like, "I won't be speechless." I'm like, what are you talking about, Jasmine? What are you talking about? Girl, you've been outspoken ever since we saw the movie. Have you not watched the original 1992 movie? You have been outspoken since we first saw you. What are you talking about? This is the perfect time to tell a different and new story, and people want new stories. You can tell a mermaid stories. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell mermaid stories, but just don't sit up here and take the Little Mermaid that everybody knows and then say, "Oh, we're doing a remake of it, and this is going to be our Ariel," and Ariel looks nothing like Ariel from what Disney have shown us. Almost every coastal culture has mermaids from both sides, exactly, but they don't want to talk about those though. What's going on, apathetic Black Queen? And I'm more confused why Ariel talk to Flounder. She clearly eats meat. I don't know. I don't know. That Flounder ugly too. You heard about knocking in the cabinet trailer? Yes, I have. I have definitely heard of it. You ain't speechless, woman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't speechless. Jasmine opened the film sneaking out of the palace, and she came back because she wanted to. Exactly. And then remember when they was talking about her and she walked in the room and she was like, "I am not surprised to be wanted." Like, hello, she was very outspoken. She was like, "I will choose who I will marry. I'm not surprised to be one." And I'm like, yes, that's it. That's the Jasmine we talking about. And hell, even in the Aladdin animated series and even in the subsequent sequel movies, we saw Jasmine is very athletic. She can fight too. So I don't understand, what are you guys talking about? She is a very outspoken princess. Like, what are you talking about? The agency, she feels trapped. Yeah, she did say she feels trapped behind the palace walls or whatever, but at the end of the first movie, the Sultan changed the rules to where Jasmine gets to pick who she wants to be with. And that was Aladdin. She chose Aladdin. She wasn't some damsel in distress or anything. She was very outspoken. She fought people off. She ran the streets. She is very athletic. She's very good at with the bow staff. So let's stop pretending like a lot of these characters didn't have agency, because now they're even talking about that with Little Mermaid. Ariel doesn't have this time. Ariel will be a modern woman who don't need no man and will have agency in her own life. The story was nothing but agency of her own life. What are you talking about? She did all of this so she can have her own life, so she can be with someone that she loves. Stupid. Oh, Lord have mercy. It would have been honest to use the legend of Yima, Yoruba Orsha of the oceans. Ooh, that would have been interesting. Jasmine said that they turned and gave everyone a King magazine back shot. Yeah. I think in Japan lore, if you eat the flesh of a mermaid, you become immortal. Ooh, now that would be a good, interesting story. Um, Also, God Shango and the complete palette swap of Thor and Legend. Why not bring him around? Because they don't want to. They don't want to. That's laziness. She only started showing affection towards Aladdin due to him finally deciding to be himself. Yes, because she wanted him to be truthful. She wanted somebody to be truthful. She didn't care what his background was, you know? Agency, rebellion, and consequences. Exactly. Third wave feminists always say the accomplishments of the two wave aren't good enough. Don't need no man until things go wrong. Then it's daddy state, save me. Yeah, pretty much. Um, Trey, did you hear the crap that they did to Wildstorm? They gender swap Death Blow on the anniversary special. They had Grifter say he, she, I don't know, was hot. Yeah, I heard about that. Little Mermaid in the Hood. Don't know about real mythology or folklore of West Africa. Yeah, I mean, which is kind of crazy because if it's just like if I can learn about it and stuff like that, why can't Hollywood learn about it? You know, it's not that hard. You know, like it's really not that damn hard. But no, they was like, nah, we gotta make this shit more difficult than it needs to be. Which is sad, but it's whatever. It is whatever. How do you swap Death Blow? Destroy his body, and put his mind into a body of a woman, and now he's still Death Blow, just in the body of a woman. Because that's what people want, right? That's what we all want. Um, but yeah. I mentioned this before. Byra Rabbit is a Nazi story with a white rabbit. Ooh, that would be really interesting to see. But they're not going to do it. They're not going to do none of this because it's not popular enough. That be like made Cinderella as a feminist somehow in the 1600s. Yeah, they did that with that Camilla Cabello. Did I say her name back? Camilla Cabello movie, the one where her fairy godmother was a man. They did that where in they made her a feminist in the movie, and it's just like, what the hell? Where she's like, I don't need to be a princess and stuff like that. I want to be my own boss, and I want to create dresses around the world. So I'm going to give up the prince's love and become the queen of the country, and I'm going to work for another queen and design dresses because that's stupid. Leonardo, Leonardo is my favorite Teenage Mutant Turtles. He's always been my favorite one. The body swap shit is bullshit. They tried it with both Punisher and Lois Lane, and it was stupid. Oh yeah, the literal fairy godmother was played by Billy Porter. Yeah, Billy Porter, because that's what we want. That's what I want. Ugh, gross. Gross. Like, nope. No, really. Blair Rabbit is in fact just a Nazi in American Gods. Oh, you talking about the American God book? I haven't read American Gods, so I'm not for sure anything about it. But if that's the case, then that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Billy Porter in that hideous man dress. Yes, he be trying so hard. Like it's just like, we get it, you black, you gay. Calm down. Calm down and stop trying to do everything a woman can do. Can I fan cast for Dragon Ball Z live action wise? Hell no. Hell no. No way. Because there's never there's with Dragon Ball Z, that's a hard one, honestly. Because we don't, if it's going to be American, they're going to get some American person to play the characters. You know what I mean? And my thing is the characters, is the person going to be in shape enough for the role of the character? So that's a hard one too. And are they willing to have the crazy hairstyles that we want? Because we already had Dragon Ball Evolution. I do not want a repeat of that at all. So I don't know. We get it. They are literally clarifying now. Get out of here. American writers took the Nazi story and flipped it into the Brer Rabbit. Okay, cool. Yes, please, no more live action Dragon Ball movies or Dragon Ball anything. Just have Christopher Judge voice Piccolo. Yeah, in an animated movie. Sure. I would have done an American princess of African demigod wanted to find her place in the world, like African Hercules. And she finds love with a man who's helping his tribe. Ooh, I like the sound of that story, Blue Wind. That sounds really good. But at last, they're still not going to do it. That requires them doing work, and they don't like doing work at all. Sadly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was pretty fun. But I'm about to log off. It's been almost 2 hours. Just wanted to get on here and do a little live stream for you guys. Hopefully, we can do it next week. This time, hopefully we can do it next week. This time with me and Dylan. This time around, it's just that the holidays happen, life happened, and you know how it goes. You guys already know how it goes. But yeah, this was pretty fun. Let me see what else you guys got to say before I log off. What if Disney created another black princess that's based on the Dahomey tribe? That would be stupid. That would be dumb, but I don't know if they can probably make it better. I mean, they've done it if they did it with Pocahontas, they might as well do it with the Dahomey tribe, right? But that's wrong though. That is definitely wrong. It's so hard. Yeah, it really is hard for them to do it, Blue Wind. Question: would you prefer a black Superman film or Icon directed by Ryan Coogler? Icon directed by Ryan Coogler. I do not want to see a black Superman film. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to y'all. Trey, or Charles R. Sandra, a sword and sorcery series based on African history and mythology. Ooh, that would be really cool to see. That would definitely be cool to see. I would love to see something like that, Ram. Fox said Happy New Year. Hamilton said, Black Queen, you ain't right. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining me with this live stream. And I'll see you guys in the new year. Like I said, if you guys ever want to contact me, my links are in the description. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys need to send me things, show me memes or whatever, contact me on Instagram or Twitter. That's the quickest way you'll get me, because YouTube, sometimes I don't see everything. But yeah, well, I'll see you guys next week, most likely in the new year, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.